It's
There.
3:35 on Monday, January 27th, 2025. This is a hybrid meeting offering in-person and remote participation. Um, the committee members are meeting in small meeting room at Town Hall and online. And this meeting is being recorded for future rebroadcast and posted to the on-demand on the town website, eastham-ma.gov. In attendance is Jim Russo, chair via Zoom, Bonnie Nuendel, clerk and secretary, Faith Casarella, Kathy Bunnell, and Kate Paradise, who's also attending via Zoom. So we can first move to review the minutes. I did I get them to all of you earlier or no?
No, I have the ones that Bonnie sent out, the draft back in
Right.
November 25th.
Yeah, it's for the November 25th meeting.
Remember he sent them out real early.
Pardon me?
Bonnie sent them out to all of us very early.
Right. Yeah, and I just resent it to all of you. But we can review it at the next meeting. It's not
Okay.
only the clerk's office will, would rather we get them sooner, but it is what it is. If we don't have them, we don't have them.
And there was also the AI version of the minutes, right? That went out. The AI.
Yeah, but I
That was a summer embellish.
they were too hard to follow,
Yes, yes, they sure
I
were.
thought.
Yes.
I thought Bonnie's were fine. What do you think?
So
Okay.
anyway, so let's start with summer concerts. Hey, where'd Bonnie go?
Oh, she's right there at the end of the table.
Oh,
Can you see her?
well, I had everybody. No, that's perfectly fine. I just had these. One minute I could see her, and the next I left to look at something else.
Bonnie, you're fading.
Jim, just so you
You're
know,
fading.
Jim, just so you know, the technology is via owl, which is in the middle of the table. So if Bonnie is not speaking for a period of time or making any noise, the owl only focuses on the people that it recognizes.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Right.
Okay, so Bonnie, how about this summer
How
concert?
about those summer concerts? I went to a Chandler Travis show at the First Encounter Coffee House. It was wonderful. Just reminded me of how much fun it is to end up the season with him. I did not get a chance to ask him for sure. I've been telling everybody that's contacted me, usually because you send it on, I'm gonna start it in February. So I haven't done a blessed thing, but I have some ideas, and I can assure you folks that if the Barnacles are willing to perform, the Barnacles will be performing.
Okay.
Other than that, I really don't think there's anything, because I don't like to start this any earlier than I have to.
No, I understand. I understand. Not a problem.
Before we go away March 11th, I will have a tentative schedule. I won't have everybody performing. I won't have all the performers' responses to the tentative schedule, but we'll start out with something.
Okay, just keep in mind that if we're going to get it into if we need to have the lineup set, if we want to get it into the independent, their summer guide, and if we want to get it into the Eastham guidebook.
Yes.
Okay,
What's the deadline?
so we just need time to get that in.
We don't have a time, we don't have a deadline for that, do we? We don't know.
First of April.
Oh, okay. And what was the other, Cape Cod or no?
Eastham guidebook.
Oh, Eastham guy.
Provincetown Independent.
Yeah.
Provincetown.
Okay. All right.
Moving on.
Yeah.
What's next on our agenda?
A map of Eastham.
No report.
All right.
Okay.
Well, there are, as I've probably said before, we have 8 cases of 600 each, so there's 4,800 maps that should get us through this upcoming season.
Great.
Oh,
And Jim, do you have a sense of how long, like, the supply lasts for, say, 2-3 years at a time, or just
Yes.
looking ahead?
It lost us a few years.
Okay,
Well, we still have, what do we have, 10,000 done? I'm pretty sure it was 10,000.
okay,
Yeah.
well, that's good,
And-
good amount,
And we still have half left.
okay,
yeah.
great.
Budget item is next, Jim.
Budget items. Okay, so I met with Jackie Beebe last Tuesday. Was that the 20, it was the day after Martin Luther King Day. It was a Tuesday.
21st,
Thank you. I met with Jackie and Kayla because Kayla was worried. She thought we had exceeded our budget. Well, we did and we didn't. We haven't yet because they haven't paid a couple of items. They haven't, she didn't have on the printout that you have in your email that you haven't had a chance to look at because you're here with me now. And I sent it at 3:30 when we were supposed to be on, but I didn't see the money for the hot chocolate from the hole-in-one. And Jenny Fall wasn't on there either. But those are her concern was she didn't see the thing from hole-in-one, but she saw the one from for Jenny Faw. And we actually have $680 in our account. And they're so Jenny Faw will probably get paid. They're just trying to finagle a few things. Jackie Beebe wasn't sure whether maybe Christine still has money in her budget, in the rec budget, that she can pick up some of the expense for the lights, because it was kind of their thing too. And that was Jackie's suggestion. So they were gonna look into that. We'll ultimately resolve it. I just don't know how and when, but it will get done at least. And it might not be until we get a new budget, but we'll be able to do this.
Okay.
Okay, and the new budget, and you have it, so, but we asked for the same 70, I increased it to 7,500 for the concerts on the green. And let me just look at this. Not that, not that. This.
Jim, if you want, I have the document. Maybe we could try to screen share it.
I haven't done that before, but
Let me just pull up the document and let's see if I can screen share it. And that
Okay.
way the people will have the budget. Hold on one second.
oh, there it is.
Okay, let me go
oh,
back
I
to
see.
Zoom.
Just go to share.
Well, yeah, but I've got it up on my desktop right now. So
Okay.
let me just this is the budget. Share,
FY 2026.
allow.
Oh, Kate, I love you.
Next account, is it?
Okay, so can everybody see that?
Yes, they can.
It's very tiny,
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me try to,
but you know what, I've got it on my phone, so it's not a problem for me. Bonnie, what about for you? You have
I'm
it?
trying to pull
Let
it
me
up on
see if
my
I
phone.
can zoom. Hold on one second.
Here, I have it on my phone. We've been using it.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
better.
better.
That's good.
Great.
Mine's
that's-
staying the same, so.
Okay, well, it's,
Uh-oh, what happened to it?
Nope.
sorry about that. Hold on.
Oh, we get to see everybody that's writing you. Oh, let's see,
So
what's
it's
going
under
on?
budget request.
Oh, no, you do not. There we go. Let me just,
It was an attachment.
Yeah.
Okay, can you zoom
Yeah,
it
I think
again?
It's the same thing that she's got.
Okay,
Yeah, I've got it.
17,000.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, we all have it.
Okay,
I'm just trying to, oh, here we go. There's the zoom. There we go. Is that better?
excellent, much
Yeah, it's
better.
much better.
Okay.
Just refresh my memory, did we actually pay Chris Blood 300 for concert last year, or are you giving him another boost?
No, no,
So-
whoa. I am not giving him another boost. I just, in just anticipating. I'm sorry we didn't do this together, but it all came up too fast.
Sure.
Um,
And you're in.
I'm anticipating that he might request more money. So I put in for 300 a concert as opposed to the 250. I would think that even if he does go up, I think 275 would be more than enough, I would think.
That's what he got last year.
250.
Oh,
He was-
okay.
250,
All
right?
So,
Yeah, but
No, I
but
thought-
Bonnie, we don't have to run out and go off from the money if
I'm
he's.
not, I'm just saying,
intent.
I'm pretty sure he already gets 275, not positive. I think that he was 250 and then we went up to 275, but we'll let it drop and we'll not worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and please keep in mind that just for edification for everybody sitting in the conference room, this is FY 26. So this is the budget that Jim submitted for next year.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're in FY 25.
Right,
You know.
Oh, starting July 1st. Okay, just so you know.
But we did have to pay him for one more, remember, for at Christmas time?
we tried to get it on the budget for
Yeah.
this year, the fiscal year 25,
Yeah.
or 24 last time, because we wanted to cut down on our damaging our fiscal 25 budget. It'll all work out.
We did, the flowers are 1,500.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just, and I let it be known, I said, we're totally unaware that that was there.
Yeah.
It was 1,000, that all my notes, our report, everything said 1,000. So when we saw 1,500 sent out, we were a little curious about how that happened. So
Now we know.
now we
know.
know. That $1,000 for advertising is for the ad in the indie and if we put it somewhere else, we've got some more money to deal with.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And also allows us, if we needed to buy a banner or anything like that, for anything that we can do that. Carol's on the green. You can see the sound engineer again is there. Then there's extra money in case something happens with cocoa and cookies that we need to walk over more. The wreaths were about 360 this year or 350, something like that. So I made it $400. And Light the Night, it's gonna cost us some money for strings. We might have to take the $1,200 for Jenny Farr might be in there. If not, it's time that we thought about buying some new decorations for the green. Okay.
The carolers never showed up, did they?
Yeah.
No, you haven't
Yeah.
found them.
Who ran off with the carolers? Is what I'm-
I don't know.
Well, they're in storage somewhere, maybe buried.
Well, if we buy more and they disappear too, I'm gonna be.
Oh, speaking of the wraps, they're still in my garage frozen still.
Oh.
I can't roll them, I can't. So spring, I'll put them away.
Aw. I think it would be cool if they left the lights on those little things.
They're still there.
Yeah, I
The
I
shacks.
think we should leave them on the shack so that when you approach First Encounter Beach to pay your beach fees,
At night,
it's lit up.
when you're not supposed to be on the beach.
Mhm.
They look
Anyway.
pretty.
I do think they look pretty and
They do.
distinctive.
Oh, yeah.
Something Orleans doesn't have.
And Fat Albert. is
Beautiful.
fabulous, just
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay,
Again, last night coming home, the spotlight was on the Eastham at the south end of town. It should be directed a little bit. I keep saying I'm gonna stop one of these days. It could be directed up a wee bit. And I haven't been north in a bit to check on that.
That's not on.
No, okay.
So I have
now-
a question, I just have a quick question about all of this. The banners were supposedly, the new banners were supposedly lost, then they were found, then they were lost, and then finally they were found. And in between time, one of the town departments was going to reach into their budget and pay for new banners because they thought they had lost them. So having said that, and given your situation, Jim, would it be appropriate? This is a question for the whole group, and we can maybe talk about it next month. Along with the wraps and all of the stuff that is utilized by our group for the benefit of the town, including the banners, the wraps, the lights, whatever else, should we be securing a place somewhere in town hall or at the DPW or somewhere on town property where all of that stuff is known where it is by our partners like the electric company, like DPW, so that everybody knows where to go get this stuff and no one's doing a runaround and thinking it's been lost because somebody well-intentioned moved it without letting other people know. It's just a question.
um, I know where you're coming from, Kate, because I get very frustrated with it, but at the same time, there's so many parts and pieces, and I get it, but at the same time, my whole life is about organization. If I lost my keys, there's no place to start looking because they only belong in one place.
Right,
So
exactly.
I don't understand when they say they can't find something at the DPW because
Right.
how can there be a dozen places to put it? There should only be one place where they'd put those banners.
Right.
So in my head, I just can't wrap myself around
Right.
the situation. And so I don't think it's curable because we can't be there to store them and take care of them. That's not our job. We
Right.
bought them for the town. We got them to them. Now they have to step up and do something with it. That's my thing.
Thank you, Jim. I just was wondering, and it sounds like it's outside of our purview. We can't tell people how to do their jobs. We
Yeah.
just have to let go of the steering wheel and let them have their experience. It was just crazy that in
I-
the space of 2 weeks, the banners couldn't be found. The banners never got there. The banners couldn't be found. The banners were found. Oh yeah, we know about them. Oh yeah, we can't find them. Oh, now we're gonna have to pay for new ones because we lost them. Oh yeah, we found them.
Can I just say that the Windmill Weekend Committee stores all their stuff in what used to be the bike shop at the town plaza, because the town bought that. And they're using it for storage for other things. It's not specifically and only Windmill Weekend stuff. Maybe that would be a spot if there's other town stuff there. I don't know, though. We'd have to look into that, I guess.
The thing is, Bonnie, I agree with you, but the thing is, to what Jim just said, we bought this for the town. We funded this for the town. The town now has the responsibility for installing, uninstalling, deinstalling, putting up, taking down, doing whatever. So it's really none of our concern anymore. I would think that there should be a storage locker at the DPW where all this crap hangs out. But
Well, yeah, but what difference does it make if
Right,
they either,
exactly.
if they can't put it in the same, in its designated spot in the town barn upstairs in that attic area, whatever it is, the loft, up second floor, or if they
Right.
can't, if they can't do that, why do you think they're gonna be able to get it into some other facility?
We're singing out of the same hymnal.
Yeah, so I just think that this is Jackie Beebe's problem
Right.
to deal with, because I don't think she'd tolerate if they lost a truck.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? I
You
mean,
think?
I don't understand. To me, I cannot understand how they lose these things.
Right,
And it happens. And it isn't like I haven't lost my keys. So I get it. You know, we can all make these errors. But
right,
I'm just, they can't let this keep happening.
right. Hopefully they learned from this last experience that they'll put the banners and the wraps and the lights somewhere where they know where they are.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Sorry.
I mean, Kate, I think ideally, I'm not sure, but I think ideally I'd want a rack that there's only 5 of them. So you need a big industrial rack, but it's only got to be 5 foot long, that one for each group of 15.
Right.
Seven. There's
Seven wraps.
7 wraps,
But there's also the banners.
Right.
tons of banners up there.
And the banners need to be changed on time. And because of what happened, the banners didn't get changed timely. So, which was frustrating since we all worked so hard to make sure we had exciting, new, fun, great banners for the town.
Okay. Anything more about the budget that you'd like to know? Because again, I'm sorry that we didn't work on this together, but we've been doing the same thing, so I just upped it. And that light the night where it says string lights and ornaments, that kind of encumbers a whole bunch of, when it says ornaments, can be anything that we need for the green or for, so I think there's room for us to work in that, with that.
So we'll call that line Holiday Village on the green.
No,
Change
you just keep it right where it is, light the night or whatever. You can call it, I don't care what you call it. It's been submitted as light the night so that they see what it is. But it's string lights, ornaments, and it takes care of the stuff that happens there.
I have a
Because-
question for, go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
Because we have carols on the green is separated, at least for us. How they put it in, I don't think they're looking so much that, oh, you move something from, from here, you didn't have a concert, so you can't use it over here. We can.
The other thing is it all falls under the same budget line item, the same general ledger code anyway. So,
Jim's disappearing. Oh, no, he's back. I have a question before we move on, because I've been thinking about bringing this up for a while now. I think we ought to do whatever it takes to get a porta potty on the green for the concerts. Whether we leave it there all summer, whether somebody comes and puts it and takes it away again. But I've had enough of seeing poor dads take little boys into the poison ivy filled woods in the middle of a concert, and the
Daily?
performers wanna
Yes.
know. The performers wanna know if there's a place, I've had that band ask me, and I said, well, you gotta go all across Route 6 to get to the fire or police department, where there's a restroom.
And Bonnie,
Yes, sir.
I'm all for it. I think that what you need to do is get in front of the select board. And they have that open period and just say,
Right.
hey, on behalf of the visit service. I'm there every Monday and I see what happens. This is ridiculous. People are looking for a restroom. The last place they're thinking is the police station, fire station, or the town hall. People, you don't have a sign there that says it because you're deliberately discouraging it. So if you don't want them in there and using it, and crossing is dangerous, it's difficult. Yeah, we got the lights, but they're right there.
Yeah, some little
You know,
three-year-old.
we have them all over town. We have them at every beach. Can't we have one here?
And you know what,
Yeah,
Bonnie,
good, Bonnie.
your timing is superb. Because
Oh,
right now, the finance committee is starting to look at the budget that's going to be presented at town meeting in May. So
okay.
now would be the time, the next
And I
select
can
board
tell you,
meeting
they
for
gave me the same story that it's tight this year. It's tight this year. It's tight this year.
right, but for public,
I
for
also have a thing from the Mass DOR that says, hey, our taxes, what our intake has been increasing every year. So I was told that, well, we don't know what the school's gonna do.
but I
Whatever.
think, Bonnie, if you present
You
it,
want to get rid of this, but here you have all this money coming in from rentals and things like that. And I pointed out, you're taking in $70,000 on rental fees, and that you haven't even looked at what it is because right now it's $70 per unit. It's going to 350 a unit that we approved last year.
right.
So
The other thing
that's
is
being implemented, so that number is gonna increase dramatically.
and Bonnie, if you went before the select board and presented it as a public health and safety issue, that we're putting these concerts on, and it's
Yeah.
all well and good to bring little boys into the woods so that they can pee on the poison ivy, but what do little girls do? They have to sit on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't say that at the select
No,
board,
no, no, no,
but-
no, I'm gonna see what Jim said, though.
you know, and I'm thinking that, if they don't want, you know, a porta potty on the town green itself, that parking lot, the far side of the parking lot where the donation bin is, there could be porta potties over there. It's not up to us to decide where they go, but I think it's a health and safety issue.
During that spot.
What are you talking about,
What
Kate?
donation
Where is
bin?
that?
The,
What's the
the,
park-
the Superette parking lot, the
But that's
far
not
end
the
of the
super
parking lot
cross.
from the town green.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
super,
theirs.
so that's their.
We
property.
stress that people aren't to park there and.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I thought maybe that was, some of that was town parking. I didn't realize that it was.
No,
Well,
they can just put it right where they do for the windmill weekend. They've been putting it
Sometimes
in
they
that
have
corner
things
for
okay.
years.
dying for windmill weekend, you know?
Right.
We just want one. One more quick thing, because I will follow up and go, I don't need to go to the finance committee first, I can go right to select board during the public.
I would go to the select board
Okay.
directly.
And
Bypass-
Bonnie, you're not asking for the money. You're
Right.
not asking for money.
Okay.
Our
Okay.
budget is set. We're not getting a bathroom. They can get it. If they decide that it should be in this budget, no problem. Give us the money for it. The thing is that it's the rec department that buys all of those, gets the lease for all of those. They're the ones that would be doing it.
Right.
And just to get a consensus, do we think it makes sense, I don't have the numbers, but to leave it there for the summer? Or to pick up,
Yes.
drop off and pick
Yes.
up every
Well,
month?
yeah,
Yes,
you're not
and
gonna-
Bonnie, I would even ask for two. I wouldn't ask for one. I'd ask for two.
Well, again, I'd leave that up to
Facilities.
Christine's department has a good handle on it. They've been managing it. They have however many she knows how to figure out what they need for the amount of people, because look what they have at the beaches. They have two of them. They're the ones that put them at the information booth. There's two there. So they know how that works and what needs to be done. They know the cost. They have to put it out to bid. They'd handle all of that. I think you want to just make a suggestion for everybody's concern that there should be a porta potty there.
Thank you. And is this all under a new business or budget? Or doesn't it matter? I'll just,
It's under I would say it's under new business, Bonnie,
All right.
because it's not our budget.
it's not a budget, yeah, okay. Thank you.
That's a great idea, Bonnie.
It is a great
Yeah,
idea.
Really
very
good
good.
idea.
Yeah.
About time you spoke up and gave them whatnot. And we should all go when she does this.
Well, I'm gonna
Right.
do it soon. Someone's in Naples and someone's in Florida, so, wait, you're in Naples, Italy, yes?
Pardon me?
Oh, he's in Florida?
Oh.
Oh.
Now you made him feel bad that he's not in Italy.
I'm in Italy.
Yeah.
No, you're in your.
I
head
am
you are,
too.
your
I'm
head.
in Italy. This is my apartment in Florence.
Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gullible, but not that gullible.
Okay, what's
If you
next
do
on our
go,
agenda?
I can go with you.
Okay,
I don't
I'd
know
like to get
county
it over.
can.
let's see, holiday plans,
Just let me know.
holiday plans,
Nothing.
decor and lighting,
Holiday
banners.
Holiday plans,
Meeting for
that's,
holidays.
No.
I think
We're
we're in good
blessed.
shape.
We're blessedly in
Yes.
good shape.
Okay, so let's say no report?
One thing is, though, we do have to get together at some point and see that those lights are taken down off the guard
I
shacks.
think they should leave them. I think they're
Right?
adorable.
I do too.
Then just leave
I
them.
do too.
They're stapled on.
You think they'll survive being transported to the beaches back and
Or they
forth?
won't survive being ripped off, that's for sure. They're all stapled.
So
Yeah.
here's
Ah.
the thing. What do we,
Ah,
what do we want to deal with next year? If we could, and there's no way to test them when they bring them over to the DPW, to the yard there where they store them, and there's no place to plug them in when they're down at the beaches. So
Correct.
we won't know, and you don't want to wait till it's so cold that our fingers can't move. I'm wondering if we're better off taking them all off, testing, finding out bring them home, find out what works, save them, what works, dispose of the others, and getting like cup hooks that we could put around the entire trim. It
Yes.
follows the
Mhm.
same line so that
Yeah.
when we get there, we
Yeah.
can either use some sort of twist ties or something like that. Forget the staples so that we're not going through the product, the wires.
House.
Oh.
I mean, it would take some time, but I think that it might be a lot easier for all of us.
Absolutely.
So, when do you suggest we all go and take them down?
When it gets warmer.
June?
No, I think, a nice spring party, we can go over there and,
With flasks.
they-
Okay.
Bottles and bags.
because we really need to we need like needle nose pliers that we can pull out each one of those
Yes.
Mm,
So here's
staples. Because,
one other thought though.
And ladders.
Yeah.
Suppose we get all the strings that we need brand new from the hardware store, bring them to the green, see if those lights still work after being outside for the whole summer, and if they do, great, and we'll take the things back to the hardware store, no? It sounds easier than going with pliers, it's all those staples, there must be 50 million staples.
But we have to take them out anyhow.
I don't think Christine wants us to leave them there. That wasn't what we agreed upon, and I think she'd be pretty put out with us for not.
Okay, but I
doing
thought it would be.
And I wouldn't blame her. I wouldn't blame her. It's
Yeah,
one thing
you're
if they
right.
were useful, but.
Lights on shacks, wouldn't it be
Yeah.
nice if you called us and said somebody went over?
And Bonnie, it doesn't have to be done all in one day. Anybody can go over at any time and just start pulling a few out and then say, okay, that's it for me for today. I'll come back tomorrow, whatever.
Oh, I like the party idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Party.
no, I'm all for it. Many hands make
Oh,
light work, and we can go there, everybody
Good
get their
call.
little pliers and start pulling. We
Yeah.
can get it done.
Kate's knee will be recovered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should be able to go up on a ladder.
Mhm.
And I also suggest that for the installation next December, that we hire somebody that will a handyman type of person that can help
Amen, amen, amen.
put
Yes,
them up.
not spring chickens anymore.
No,
Kathy keeps pointing out.
we're all having knees and
Oh,
hips
yeah.
replaced,
Hips.
and Jim is in Venice, Florida, Venice, Italy to have his brain replaced.
Naples.
Having what replaced?
Oh, I'm sorry, Naples, Italy to have his brain redone.
Brain redone, okay. Jim recommends hiring. Okay, and that would include just the decorating and the lights, putting those,
Put up the lights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just think, I mean, we should be this supervised, but it would help to have a couple of people that could just, you know, screw those wraps on and, put up our lights. And if we use those,
Yeah,
and there might be a better way than those, but to me, the cup hooks are something that won't,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
no one
Yeah,
can get
absolutely.
cut on them or anything like that.
yes.
what were the wraps on with? Was that what, like essentially a cup hook or what was it?
Yeah, the
the
grommet is
The grommet,
hung on the cup hooks.
And the cup hooks are off? Or are
Okay.
they still on?
no, we
There
took all
are the
those
grommets, I don't know what grommets you're talking about. There are grommets that
Wraps, on the wraps.
on the
are
wraps.
the wraps, but they have nothing to do. Those we're gonna continue to screw in like we did.
Okay,
Oh,
But how did we do it?
We
With what
took-
kind of a thing?
we took a screw and a
Screw.
washer,
A
And-
washer.
put it through the hole.
Okay.
remember with the electric screwdriver?
Ah,
Yeah.
You did,
I didn't use an electric screwdriver.
didn't we? Oh, well,
But somebody
Yes.
did, I think you're
Yeah,
right.
we had a
What
screw.
have we got cup hooks for those things?
no,
Cup hooks.
we have we took them all out when we took the banners down,
Okay.
so we still have them. Well, I'm sure we lost some, but we'll deal with that
We
next
don't
time.
lose things. I kind of do. I didn't put my hands on anything electric,
Oh, you held it,
but yes.
okay. Jim did all this,
No, well, I think your husband did, I think.
oh, yeah, and,
I got there
Yes.
late. Remember, you guys had been working before I even got there.
okay,
Yes.
we'll deal with
Next
that
year.
next
Okay.
year.
Okay,
Yep.
Alright.
Next on the agenda is banners, but I think we've talked about them.
I think we've
Yes.
been, and
Then the last thing on the agenda was new business, and I wrote down that Bonnie raised up porta potties for concerts on the green.
yep,
Yes, and I would just say, I got a thing reminding me about the ethics test.
Me
I
too.
did mine.
You did yours? So I guess we all have to do ours periodically.
Yeah.
So-
Every 2 years.
Here we
Every two.
go, here's my certificate.
Oh, lucky
So
you.
proud of you.
I'm gonna have my flask ready for that.
good job.
They're
Yeah.
hawking me too, so.
Yes.
I
It
have
was different
now
this time.
103,000 emails.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
much more user friendly now. I think
Wow.
it's much
Good.
more fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say fun.
that thing was, you can't hire your husband, but you can hire your cousin. I remember there were distinctions like that were crazy.
There were only
But
five
there's
questions.
also,
Oh,
the best part about it is you can deliberately put in the wrong answer and have fun with it. And so I was deliberately putting in the wrong
No,
answer
they've changed
and making it force
now.
me to give me the right answer.
Kate, they've changed it.
No
There's
more
only-
fun for you.
There's only 5 questions now.
What does
Yay.
that tell you about the ethics in Massachusetts?
Yes.
They're dumbing down the ethics
That's
test.
right.
What does that tell you? Oh, boy.
And if you pass it on the first time, hey, what's that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
So maybe this is just a refresher then, Faith, right? It's not the full
Yeah.
test.
But maybe you said it's changed. though.
No, it's a regular
It was
test.
changed the last time I did it.
You get the regular test.
It says
I
it's the
I
state
feel like I do it all the
Commission
time.
Conflict of Interest Law Training 2025. So
Okay.
it's still a training.
That's it.
And one last thing, I think you're all aware that we sent in the annual report.
Nice
Yeah, it
job.
was
Pam.
wonderful.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
gave really good feedback.
No. Jim got me through it.
It was bad, it
It
was
was
really
great.
cool.
It was
really
like
was.
reading a story. you
Oh,
know?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kathy.
It really was Kathy and Jim, both
Yes.
of you.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you,
I just,
Jim.
I did,
Thank
I
you,
did,
Jim.
I was there to dot the i's and cross
Yeah.
the t's, that's
No,
all.
he reminded me of things I forgot completely, so,
Well,
yes.
you both did
Did
a great job.
Yeah.
And also, I was calling them shacks or something.
You are
And then
Yes.
what did you say? You said
No,
And
you were, you were
Toll-
calling them toll booths.
And I,
toll booth, which they are.
No, they're not.
and I let that go through until I saw the comment from Faith. I'm like, how did I miss that?
Thinking of writing down I-95.
I still say toll shacks is what they should be.
They're not, though.
Ransom, houses.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Okay, the elephant in the room, Jim,
Uh-oh.
but you're gonna be leaving us.
Yes, May.
Do you have any ideas on who might want to join the group here and
Immediately become chairman?
immediately become?
Well, I think, I
Chairperson of
definitely think that,
Commerce, executive director, right?
well, my feelings go
Post.
back to when they first did this. And rather than have designate the chamber to use X amount of money that the town would give for this particular reason, they just decided that they had to have, that this was just all about control. That they didn't want anyone, doing anything without them knowing about it. They had to know what was going on. I get it to a certain extent, but they're one of the few towns that actually do it. Okay, the other towns turn it over to the chamber. So in answer to your question, Kathy, I think that there should be a very strong chamber presence on the committee, and that if there's a new director, that person, well, you need somebody that's from Eastham. So if that person is from Eastham, but maybe there's somebody from the board, but I think that it's very important that a chamber, hopefully officer or director, if not the executive director, is on this committee.
Absolutely.
The other thing that you guys need to know for transparency is that each one of us was appointed to a term on this particular board. And other than the 2 seats that are appointed by the Chamber of Commerce, there are 3 seats that are under the purview of the town and have to go through the select board process, which means, and I'm putting my hat on as the chair of the search committee, the search committee liaison needs to always be aware if someone's term is coming to an end. And I'm saying that because both Kathy Bunnell and I, our terms end on June 30th of this year. We're both eligible to be reappointed, but if this committee decides you don't want us, one of us or both of us, or if one of us decides that we no longer want to serve on the committee, then it's best to know sooner than later so that the search committee can find someone to be appointed by the select board. And it's a direct process with the search committee and the select board liaison.
Kate, you brought up something that I completely forgot about until you just mentioned it. That 2 of those positions are held for the
Chamber.
chamber to appoint.
Yep.
Yeah,
and Kathy Bunnell and I are both select board appointees.
I thought Kathy was.
If you bear with me, I can look this up right now and I'll tell you who does what to whom, if you guys are interested.
well, I don't know if it's that important for this discussion. Just
Right.
that you have 2 coming up, plus my early departure in May.
Right.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
When you say early, will you make the last meeting in May? Can we get you through the last meeting in May?
Please.
Please.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
that's a
chamber-
no look. That's a no.
I'm the Chamber of Commerce.
I'll have everything set up for you. Let's wait till we get there, okay?
All right.
So,
Oh.
guys, just so you know, Bonnie and Jim are appointed by the Chamber of Commerce as members of the chamber. Kathy, Faith, and I were appointed by the select board. Kathy and I, and actually Jim's term was coming to a close as well. So,
Which one? This is my like 5th term, I think.
yeah, and so yeah, and there's also, because the town charter has the this particular board mentioned in the town charter. There are town charter guidelines around the number of terms that people can serve before they have to sit out for a term. So, there's all kinds of stuff, and I'm just, that's just the legalese of all of it. But so yeah, the chamber needs to appoint someone to replace your seat, Jim, and then Kathy and I will either be reappointed or we will choose not to be. We might get fired, Kathy.
Ugh.
I've been on for 4 terms, 4 3-year terms, starting when I replaced someone who resigned back in December of 2011.
Yep, and your term ends in 2027, Bonnie. And
Yes.
actually, technically, you should be sitting out for 1 term, but we're just not going to say that ever again.
Well, 4, is it 4 the magic number, 4
Three.
terms? I know
Three.
what I. Yeah.
3 full
Yeah, but-
terms, 9
But
years.
quite frankly, but I know when it comes to government services and bidding and things like that, there are certain times when there are people and there's that cannot be replaced because
Yeah,
they
that-
have
that
a
would
particular
be- that would
they have a
be-
particular skill.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
And the fine print,
As
the
you
fine,
do, Jim.
Jim, you have a particular skill.
Yes, you do. You
Wait
the
a
can-
minute,
fine
that's
print, the
just
fine
just like
print,
Liam Neeson, a particular set of skills.
the fine print is that the select board can make an exception if there's no one else available and a quorum is going to be affected. So Bonnie, you for fiscal year, well, you're done 2027. They'll just, the select board will say, well, there's no one else to replace her, so we're putting her on for another term. She's irreplaceable.
Absolutely.
Irreplaceable and unredeemable.
So, anything else?
No.
Okay.
Did you say yes?
No.
Okay.
You're
I
no.
say, use sunblock and enjoy.
Yes.
I will if I can get out there.
Yeah.
I was on the computer and all of a sudden it's like, holy cow, it's like 1:30. So I'm scrambling. I finally get over to the pool. I went for a walk and then get over to the pool. And I no sooner sat down, I look at my phone and I see a message from Kate, urgent. And I'm like, the meeting. I completely forgot. And I'm like, okay. Pack everything back. I did not pack. I just it all happened so quick. I was barely there for half an hour before I had to turn around and come back here.
How many days
And
have you
I'm
been
sorry,
there?
Jim, I just, last month, I thought I spaced out and didn't come to the meeting in December, and I forgot that we
There
don't
isn't a
meet in
December. No. But this,
How many days have you been there, Jim?
pardon
How
me,
many days? How many days have you been there?
I got here Thursday afternoon.
Okay, and how many more days do you have?
The total is 12. I leave February 4th to come home.
His
Very-
auto reply is hilarious that he's moved the office to a warmer climate.
So
Well,
I will
I
not
thought that was at an appropriate time, Kate.
If I
Kathy?
will not be at the next meeting, I'll be in Auckland when you're meeting.
Oh,
So
with your
I
new
will not
hip.
be able to zoom in.
You're going to New Zealand?
New Zealand and Australia for
Oh.
18 days, so,
With your
gonna be
new
able-
hip.
Oh, that's
So-
wonderful.
yes,
Oh.
with the new hip, just in time,
All right.
yeah.
Oh. Helen,
So
what-
guys, I have to stand up and walk around. So
Okay.
I love
Okay.
all of you. Thank
Okay,
you for
so what time
indulging
is it?
me.
We're adjourning the meeting?
Oh,
Okay.
what time is
Motion
it?
to
It is,
adjourn? Do I have a second?
Bonnie, Kathy seconds.
There you go.
4:25.
4:27.
All in favor?
Actually, 4:25.
Bye.
Bye.